All right, guys. Hello. How do you do? I just wanted to talk about this because I just went through this, and the title of the lecture is "Long COVID is Real." I could have called it "Is Long COVID Real?" and my answer would be yes, because I think I just had it. So I'll just hope this goes right. Uh, I got COVID in January 22. See, I got the last batch, even though I wore a one of those special masks, the PP2 or whatever they were in 95 or something. I got that last one because it was just so infectious, I guess. So easy to catch. So I got COVID. First, I didn't even know I had it because, for me anyway, it made me feel absolutely small. And even though I was coughing a lot, I still didn't realise that I had COVID. I realised I should do a test. And I was positive of the ill, really. And that lasted about It took a long time, about 3 weeks or something. It's pretty bad. I don't think I was negative for about 6 weeks or so. And although I had mild, even though it was a tough mild, it stayed at the top of my lungs. It felt like it didn't go deep down. Maybe it did, but it didn't really stop me breathing badly. I would say my breathing was about 95% normal. I had one of those oxygen checkers, and I was always normal for blood oxygen. So, even though I had it bad, it was pretty mild. I had never anything. It was a very strange thing. That was the end of it, say after 6 weeks or whatever. But then, 22. But then when it was summer of 23, I started developing a cough all the time. And it was an annoying tickly cough. It wasn't really deep or anything. I didn't really think much about it, even though I should have, because I was probably a bad neighbour, and that went on for like 9 months. So really, to around about 4 weeks ago, I was just constant bouts of coughing, and there was a bit of phlegm as well. And the phlegm I couldn't bring up, so it was sort of deeper down. I couldn't catch it, so I could just spit it up or something, you know. So I had this in it. I actually thought I had post-nasal drip, because what I'd read, it sounded like that. And it felt as if there was a spider up my nose or something on the left side. It seemed to be my left tonsil that was more tickly as well. So I thought it was something I was just going to have to live with. But yeah, it, so that was just coughing. But I could cope with that phlegm in my lungs and that bit, though. I would say my breathing was about 98% normal. But I just couldn't get rid of it. And it was really embarrassing, really, you know, especially in shops and stuff or whatever. But it seemed to happen, especially when I laid down. So when I was just about to go to bed, I'd start coughing. I must have been really a bad neighbour and that, you know. It's terrible thinking back how bad it was, really. Although it didn't affect my health much apart from being a nuisance. So I had that up till about, say, March 23, where I felt very strange again. And this is me getting to the nuts now, because this is like 3 weeks ago or something. I start feeling really strange, as if I'm absolutely smashed again, you know. And with hindsight, it was a bit like COVID again. It hadn't really occurred to me that all this was to do with COVID. It's only afterwards. So yeah, and I had the coughing, and the phlegm stuff was a bit worse and all that. So it actually felt a bit like COVID again. So that's what it reminded me of. And as my stomach bloated away out on the fateful day, my stomach bloated away out, and I didn't sleep for 24 hours or something. But even though like that, I still felt all right, really, which was a bit like when COVID at the start as well. Um, but I've read since that maybe 10% of your immune system's in your gut, and I think with hindsight, what it felt like is this was my immune system saying, right, I'm going to get rid of this. I've not been able to get rid of this. This time I'm going to get it right, drive it right out. And so I was totally smashed again, and it was almost like COVID again. I mean, I was bedridden, staggering, and there was really strange things happened as well. Like my urination sort of stopped, and I ended up just little dribbles all the time. That whole system seemed to stop, and it reminded me of a time when I took hydrochloric acid as a supplement, because people had said that some people don't have low HCl in their stomach. So I started taking HCl, and the same thing happened with my urine. It just sort of stopped, and I was doing dribbles. And I think what happened to me was, and it was sort of like that again. And then there was even a pain in my bum. I don't know, it was to do with the prostate gland or something. There was all sorts of strange things happening, and I was feeling that I'm better now, but then it would be back again. That's what I feel like with COVID as well. It was just really strange, but it wasn't really acute in a way that I could emergency room or something, it wasn't like that. I always felt under control or whatever. Yeah, my breathing, there was a bit of phlegm, and my breathing was a bit gone, say like 96% or something. But I never felt in danger again, but it was very, very strange. Totally sleepless as well. Yeah, it was all based around my tonsils and that, my spider up my nose again. I thought I had post-nasal drip or whatever. Couldn't eat. I was just sort of liquid diet, really. So I had all that going on. That was about 2.5 weeks, and I've just recovered now. Not even totally. I can still feel it a little, but it feels as if it's dead now. It doesn't feel as if it's live. So I'm hoping it's going to clear up totally this time. Although you can't tell, of course, because it's new. I mean, personally, I've got chronic fatigue syndrome anyway all the time, so it's hard for me to even tell when I feel. Yeah, but I'm wondering if these long a chronic fatigue syndrome type as well, and of course, we don't know what's going to happen in the future with this. We don't know if it's going to have long-term ramifications, COVID and that, So yeah, I mean, they talk about Derek Draper and that. I mean, Derek Draper, did he have problems with his heart or something? Did it damage his heart or something like that? I don't. Was he expecting to make a full recovery, or it seems like I didn't watch the program recently about him, but it felt as if he was making progress, and they thought he was going to get better or something. I don't know, but he wasn't that old either. He was only like 54 or something. So I don't know if this is going to be a long-term thing, but I just wanted to state my case, because that was 9 months of coughing, which was a very, very superfluous thing, because it didn't really affect me much apart from that, which coughing fits all the time, really. Apart from that, I thought it was post-nasal drip, maybe, and it did improve. I thought it was getting better, but with hindsight, it wasn't until that big crisis in March 23 that where I absolutely felt totally smashed. Again, it made me realise this is probably all to do with COVID. Because when I got COVID, I'd already, and I got another one after. Um, I had bad reactions to the jab. I mean, I'm a believer in the jab. I do worry that maybe we don't know enough about it, but I think it was necessary. It probably saved a lot of lives. So I had a bad reaction 3 times. Jab twice I had bad reactions. The first time I was a bit of bleeding, so maybe it got in my system that way or something. But I was sick, I was vomited in a bucket. Basically, it was a bit like the flu, a really bad flu or something, or maybe even food poisoning. Then it was a bit the same the last time as well. Um, So I'm not sure, but I think all this problem was COVID. But now I feel all right, or as good as I can with chronic fatigue syndrome, really. Yeah, it feels as if that coughing stopped and my tonsil doesn't feel as sensitive. It doesn't feel like post-nasal drip now either. That's what I thought it was, because it was like a spider up my nose, as I've said. There was all sorts of strange things going. There was strange things going on in my gut. Like I was thinking, what's going on down there? You know, there was that bloating as if it was weight, but I think that was my immune system. So yeah, well, let me see what the future things. I just wanted to document my thingy. That I think this is real. We don't know what the ramifications are yet. I hope it's nothing else. I suppose because this is a new thing to humanity, really, isn't it? I mean, I don't know how long the flu virus has been around. I read somewhere maybe 500 years, but I don't know. Probably a lot longer than that in Europe anyway, but I don't know. And then you've got the cold, is that another virus? And you've got all the other viruses like measles, HIV is quite a new one. But we don't know what's going to happen with this COVID one. But my case, I don't think I've fully recovered. Can I have? But then I feel a bit weird, only slightly. Yeah, that reminds me, in the summer of 23 as well, I started having, it felt my brain, I felt I was going to have a stroke or something. It was a bit worrying. I felt my brain was affected. Uh, so that was worrying. But that soon went away. That went away after about a month. Um, more than the coughing. Because the coughing just kept going for like 9 months or whatever, so yeah, that was a bit of a worry. So we'll just need to so I had a crisis for about 2 weeks, say 3 weeks, March 23, yeah. But it feels as if that was my immune system really getting rid of it. So I hope I have get rid of it. Like I say, for me, sort of, it disappears in waves. In the morning, I feel like I've made improvement, and then it comes back again in the afternoon, and back again in the evening or something, yeah, so, yeah, I just wanted to document that fact. I think long COVID is real.